Oh god. Oh. What the hell? Levi? Craig? Fuck did I get up to? Jesus Christ. Well, I guess back to work for me. Oh, for fuck.
Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, come on, Adam. You can get through this. You can get through this. Well, I'll just spoil it right off the bat. No Starfield, no Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda have had it pretty bad this last year. Once beloved, respected, and held as one of the few remaining havens of single-player experiences, Bethesda have gotten to work on systematically tearing their own reputation to shreds, alienating a very large percentage of their fanbase and turning their company into a laughingstock. More on that in a future video. The pressure was really on this year for Bethesda to knock it out of the park at this year's E3 in order to re-establish their footing, rebuild trust, and looking to the future, to let us know they're right back on track, that there is hope for them. So, Bethesda, here's a freebie from me. If your company's reputation has plummeted to the levels beyond even the most daring of spelunkers, do not, I repeat, do not open with an extended segment focusing on the egregious, overly monetized, negatively received mobile free-to-wait game that is universally reviled. And especially don't wheel out the developers of said game and have them bang on about it like it's the most amazing thing ever. Essentially, free samples were handed out of the premium currency of Elder Scrolls Blade this year in order to get people addicted. And oh, the expansions that include dragons. Bethesda's solution this year seems to be to add dragons to it. Maybe that'll solve all its problems, as they did so much so with Elder Scrolls Blade and Elder Scrolls Online this year. Which doesn't matter, because Elder Scrolls Blade, as I've said, is a stripped down, free-to-wait, bare-bones experience stuffed with microtransactions. It is revolting and rotten at its core. And you actually opened with this. The opening segment to your E3 presentation, and you flubbed it. Well done. What followed next was announcement for Fallout 76. Oh god, kill me. So it turns out Fallout 76 is getting NPCs added to the game, plus a selection of new quests and the talk of your choices actually having consequences. Now, some cynical critics might say that this means they're finally finishing the game, but not I. I'm going to go one step further and say that means they're actually starting the bloody thing. But don't worry, if you're after some new game mechanics, they got you covered with a battle royale. People applauded this. People actually applauded this. How are you such sheep? Once a beloved market leader, now reduced to just another trend chaser. This is just sad. At this point, it's quite soul-wrenching. Look, I'm going to present my well-thought-out, in-depth response as to why this mode will not save Fallout 76. Fortnite free! Fallout 76 not free! We don't need you to give us Fortnite, we've already got Fortnite! Stop trying to follow the trends and get back to the things that make you Bethesda! Of course, Bethesda announced some other stuff barely worth mentioning, a Commander Keen mobile game which will no doubt be rammed with more microtransactions right up the wazoo. The only saving grace of this entire shit show was the third-party developed games that were being published through Bethesda. Yeah. The only good stuff was the games that Bethesda wasn't making. Says a lot, don't it? We've got an announcement trailer for Ghostwire Tokyo, which despite being, and say it with me, a pre-rendered cinematic, was actually intriguing enough to hold my interest. But that might be just because I was so starved from everything before it. I'm intent on taking a closer look at this as development progresses. Deathloop by Arcane was actually impressive, including the director coming out and going into more detail as to what we could expect. I might just check that one out. Don't take my word for it though. Find the clip on YouTube yourself. But if you could just wait until the end of this video, I'd appreciate it, thanks. There was an extended look at a new Wolfenstein, which I didn't even know was even being made, and is actually being released in July. I haven't even played the other two first, so I might just jump onto those ones, see if it actually intrigues me enough to want to actually play it. And of course, there was the main event. Doom Eternal! Oh my god, yes. The main event indeed it is. Doom! For what else do you need to say about it? It's id Software. They're going to be just fine. Because Doom 2016 was awesome. It's Doom. It knows what it wants to be. It revels in it. It's freaking Doom. I'm going to get it. Of course I'm going to get it. I love Doom and this is more of it. So yeah, Bethesda pretty much embarrassed themselves this year. A lot of nothing to show off. Bethesda really didn't have much to grab my interest, guys. I barely got through the bloody press conference myself without falling asleep, with only third-party stuff being of any substance. This was a chore to sit through, and indicative of Bethesda as a whole. Shallow, boring, frustrating, barely held together, and only keeping relevant because of other more talented people. I don't know. I didn't want to have to play this clip. It's so cliched that I have to play this clip, but I can't think of anything else. Just end with it. Just play the fucking clip.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.